So, hello and welcome to AI Dungeon. This is a text-based adventure game, and the AI in this is supposedly limitless. And I don't know about that, so we're about to find out together. So, let me pick a setting between fantasy, mystery, apocalyptic, zombies, and custom. Um, I might have to go with zombies because with the limitless AI and a zombie setting, it should be good. We should have a good story coming out from this. Let's start. Select character: soldier, survivor, scientist. I want to be a scientist. Being a scientist is cool, and it should give me some smartness in this adventure. I'm gonna name my character as Jerry with a G. You are Jerry, a scientist trying to survive in a world filled with infected zombies everywhere. You have a backpack and a solar powered tablet. You pound your fist on the table, angry, but you still haven't found the cure to the infection. You turn to your assistant and say, "We need to get out of here. We can't stay here." "I agree," say your assistant. "It's dangerous out there." "Well, we're going to find a safe place where we can hide for a while until things calm down," you reply. "Then we'll find some shelter." "Let's go find shelter," you say. Two of you leave the lab and head outside. The sun is beating down on them as they walk along the street. You look at each other and smile. Kiss your assistant. You run up to your assistant and grab his hand. So, he's a he. He looks surprised by this sudden gesture, but he quickly pulls away from you. "What was that all about?" he asks nervously. Wait. I love I love you, says me. So, 5 minutes or 3 minutes in, and I'm already in a romance story. "I love you too," you say. He smiles back at you and kisses you on the cheek. Wow! This escalated quickly. What am I supposed to do? We- I just confessed my love to him. And at the start of the freaking adventure, what just happened? I thought I picked a zombie kind of scenario. So why am I? What is this romance? What? I'm confused now. Find a secluded shelter or place. I'm gonna progress this sub story. Let's see how far will this go. Alright. Find a secluded shelter or place to find for a while. It isn't long before you feel like you could just lie down and sleep forever. Should I do it? Should I keep the romance going? This just became erotic from 0 to 100. You both remove your clothing and put it in a bag. Then you both take turns putting on your shoes and socks. After all, you're not exactly sure how long we'll be gone for. Woo! You both begin kissing each other passionately. As you do so, you think about what happened earlier today and how much it changed your life. Afterwards, you lay together naked in bed and enjoy one another's bodies. Continue to have sex. Wow! The AI in this is so amazing, man. It's really just limitless. Wow. As you finish getting dressed, you notice that your assistant is still awake. He slowly gets up and walks over to you. Are we done? He asks softly. No, no, we are just beginning. Beginning, I love. He begins caressing your body and then leans in to kiss you again. This time, he doesn't stop until you both fall asleep together. So, I restart the story because it became just too erotic and I can't handle it anymore. So, I guess starting a zombie campaign is not a good idea. So, I'm just going to start a mystery campaign and hope that it doesn't get too erotic like the last time. You are Jerry too, a detective living in Chicago. You have a pistol and a police badge. You enter the forest where you believe the criminal you're searching for fled to. Suddenly, you hear a noise behind you. Oh shit, I think he saw me. The sound of footsteps is followed by the sounds of a gunshot. The figure that was following you has been shot dead. You immediately raise your weapon and shoot at the figure who has just come out from his hiding place. He falls down on the ground dead. You walk over to him and examine his body. Pick up some sort of small object that looks like a key. You put it into the lock of the safe and open it. Inside, you find a large sum of money. Well, this should be enough to pay off. What? I thought I'm in the forest, and where did this safe come from? What? I'm confused. You are Granger, a ranger living in the kingdom of Larian. You have a hunting bow and a quiver of arrows. You spot the deer and are ready to finish your hunt when suddenly you hear a voice behind you. Hey, I saw you coming. Nope, wrong voice.
Hey, I saw you coming.
A young man's voice says.
I was just about to go for my morning walk.
Turns around and sees that it is none other than your... What? So my voice is right. But why did you say a young man if it is my father? Am I older than my father? And since that is none other than your father, who has been missing since yesterday afternoon, where did you come from? Well, I came from the village of Rusk, the boy replies. Wait, am I... What? Am I talking to my father or a young man? What is happening? Well, I came from the village of Rusk, the boy replies. Sorry for the... My name is Harry Potter. Why is Harry Potter here? My name is Harry Potter, and here is my mother, handmaiden Delia Blackwood. Harry smiles at his son and then looks down. What what is happening in this story? I haven't made a proper story yet. What is becoming of this video? I don't know anymore. What is happening? Harry smiles at son and then looks down at me. Father? Yes, yes, I reply. What is it? So, am I the father or Harry is the father? I think I am the father and Harry is my son. Of course, Harry says with a smile. And what would be more natural than that we are both son of the same woman? This is confusing me a lot. I don't know what's happening anymore. The arrow flies through the air and hits the deer right in its chest. It falls dead on the ground, but not before giving you bloody few bites. Punch the deer to death. You have to fight what you're gonna fight. You grab the deer by its antlers and start punching until you feel like you can't hold back anymore. After a couple minutes of beating the creature to death, you look up at your father and he smiles at you. So, Harry and I are siblings, and we have a father. Man, this plot is so confusing. That was very good work, son, your father says. A week passes and you have been adventuring ever since. While you haven't killed any monsters yet, you have encountered quite a bit of them. Most of them were human or elves, they all seem to hate you. Find the quest. That's basic plot progression for a fantasy setting. While you are walking along the road, you see a small wooden sign sticking out of the ground. There is an old abandoned mine just outside of town. The sign reads, "It is rumored to contain great wealth." You quickly run over to the sign and read it out loud. What I said, enter the mines, not read out. Enter the mines. And where is the sign? Well, the sign that says enter the mines, but I guess after reading the sign, you begin running towards the mines. As soon as you reach them, you hear a loud noise and fall to the ground. You look around and see that something has fallen into one of the tunnels leading to the mines. This place is cursed. I'm Harry Potter. Man, this is just getting weirder and weirder as I progress. Harry looks at you and then turns his attention away from you. He walks ahead of you and continues down the tunnel. You walk along the tunnel for several hours, occasionally stopping to rest. Eventually, you come across a large room filled with gold coins and other valuables. Finally, I found the treasure. Get as much as I can, then get out of the mines. I am rich now, finally. After some confusing progressions, I finally managed to become rich and have some decent adventure. I pick up the largest coin and take it back to Harry, who gives you a smile. Leave the mines and buy some airs and enjoy life. The next few days pass by fairly uneventful. You spend your money on beer and food, getting wasted in general. In fact, you don't even notice that you become very fat because you're so full of food. Wow. Eating is living, is what I say. Eventually, the sun begins to set and you decided to head home. And that will conclude our fantasy adventure. And I'm going to end this episode here. The AI is really confusing in this game. Although it's amazing that it can keep up with the players' decisions. I'm impressed with the AI in that. But as far as plot progression in the game, I know that it doesn't have a plot. It's just that the AI makes the story very confusing, or the reply of the AI sets the story off track of the general settings that I picked. For example, the zombie one. It's supposed to be a zombie adventure, but it became an erotic story, and because it keeps up with the with my decisions instead of the settings that I picked. So this is just a little nitpicks of what I think for the game. So that's all for now. Thank you and goodbye.